So, hello and welcome people back to language select the screen on the Game Boy. So many languages. Harry Potter music. Whatever could this mean?
You know, the last time we did this, the game had like 30 languages. This one is really disappointing.
Yeah, I know. Like they didn't like take advantage of the fact that. Say something because I'm not sure if it's picking you up very well.
No!
I guess it's good enough. Because like if you don't know, Game Boy is like the loudest device in existence when it comes to recording. So I actually have to set it to like.
Yeah, when streaming, I always had it set to like 6.
Yeah, and I have it set to like 3. Well, actually 4 now, but I had it to 5 and it was a little bit too loud. In any case, we're of course going to be going with Dutch. Het beeld, methode, je kan het aanzetten voor normaal en helder. Helder is beter voor als je die oude Game Boy Advance heeft. En
Nico,
normaal
this isn't Scan Ranger! God damn it.
What were you saying?
This is not Scan Ranger. You can't just slip into fucking Dutch, Polish, Netherlands, whatever the fuck you feel like.
In any case, you can actually set. They were very smart with this game, with it being very light on the Game Boy Advance. They give you options for a different screen brightness. I'm going to be going with normal because you know this is a monitor and it has light on its own, unlike the Game Boy Advance screen.
Yeah, same with Tactics Advance. Also did that. Gave you 3 different settings. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and one was for the Game Boy player, right?
Yeah, I actually thought about that, which was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's start a new game. Harry Potter had really had enough of his uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia, and more than enough of his cousin Dudley. Next moment, he was out in the dark street quite by accident. He caught the night bus to Diagon Alley, which skidded to a halt outside of a small shabby pub called the Leaky Cauldron.
Hold on.
They completely skipped out the part where he turned his other aunt into a balloon.
Well, not only that, but is that actually, now granted I haven't seen the movie or read the book in fucking years, but is it supposed to be like night bus, like an actual night, or is it supposed to be like night as a nighttime bus? Excuse me, sorry.
It was during the night.
So cause like if it's supposed to be like nighttime bus, they misspelt it. I don't know. Just
I mean,
someone in the comments correct me, I guess. I don't know.
It was probably a pun.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, you can be him.
There you are, Harry.
Hello.
I am Cornelius Fudge. Oh, Harry, the Minister for Magic.
He sounds like he's gonna have a stroke. Hello, Mr. Fudge. Have you had any luck with catching Sirius Black yet?
And before you ask, yes, my last name is Fudge because I'm fat. I mean, what?
Sirius Black, the murderer who killed 13 people with a single trace and who recently escaped from Azkaban prison.
This came out of nowhere.
I fucking... just the levels of exposition. You know, do your job. You're a fucking minister. I'm like 13 and I know this shit.
Oh, I can already tell the pacing is gonna be amazing.
And like, how does he actually know this kind of thing? He just can't. He doesn't like receive magical news at his home.
Exactly. Like that's what I was like. That's what I was freaking out about. Like he's just all of a sudden knows this shit and is like, hey, did you hear about this?
And like, this almost feels like the roles should be reversed in this scenario.
Right? Oh, that's Sirius Black. Well, no, not yet, but it's only a matter of time. The Askerman guards have never yet failed. Now, allow me to to escort you to your room. Follow me closely, we don't want you getting lost.
Alright, thank you.
And then afterwards, we can get a bite to eat.
So yeah, as you may have noticed, now, unlike the first Harry Potter RPG, and actually the second one, I haven't shown the second one yet, we actually have field actions now. For now it's just limited to Lumos and Flipendo, but we do
Does
get more
Harry
stuff.
still go boop whenever he uses Lumos?
Sadly, this does not have voice clips.
Oh.
Boop.
Here, Harry, take these collector's cards. They might help you during a magical encounter.
Thank you, mister. Oh, you're...
The SP is in the corner.
And remember that this is an SP, because this is kind of inconsistent.
You've received the Dunbar, Olgathrope, Delvin Whitehorn, and Cripian Yodel collector's cards. I was a Game Boy Color in the last game. You've received some collector's cards. Collect all the cards to unlock secrets and items in the Whiskered Card Collectors Club in Classroom 5B. Not to be confused with 2B. Collecting certain groups of cards will allow Harry to use card combos during magical encounters. To view your card collection, choose Folios and then Folio Universitas. I am Spanish.
There is a package on my bed. There is a card. It's from Hagrid. He remembered my birthday.
It's literally the first day of the school year every year. It's kind of hard to forget.
It's a book. A monster book of monsters.
That's
Uh-oh.
redundant.
Well, it actually was called that, so, you know, the monstrous book of monsters.
I know, I'm just poking fun. You are about to enter a magical encounter. I'd like to imagine, like the fucking book is gearing up to, like, fucking fight, and then the SP just pops up and is like, hold on, I got a tutorial, just one sec. Each character and creature takes a turn to perform an action, however, they can only perform one action per turn. Your characters have stamina points and magic points. Stamina points, SP, and magic points allow your character to cast spells. Each spell uses a different number of points. Click on the icon on the magical encounter menu for more information. Okay, now you can fight.
And so you can...
dynamic!
Yeah, they mode 7'd it in this one.
Yeah,
And-
this really reminds me of Golden Sun, actually.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty fancy when it comes to the animations.
My
What's
god, a licensed game that has effort put into it. The horror.
Yeah, you can actually access all of the tutorials during a magical encounter, which is, you know, pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also access all of the information about every single type of monster there is in the game.
Nice.
And it's actually very, very helpful because weaknesses do matter in this game. In Formus, we can't actually use this for now. I guess because we only fight the Magical Book of Monsters once. They also changed the way the card system works. They pretty much put together Folio Universalis and the other one, which was for the Tripicus, for the card collections.
Oh,
And
nice.
now they also streamlined the way the card combinations work. There is always gonna be one. There's always going to be one card in a combination that does not go away, like ever. So you only need to worry about getting the other two, and it's always
Well,
going
that's
to be the
better,
middle
at
one.
least.
Yeah, like I actually used these combinations in the game, like when playing through this game. And also, as you can see, every spell now, unlike how it was in the first one, although this was already done in the second one, you go into a spell and then it gives you different levels. For now, we only have, level 1 of everything. But, because this is a book, let's set it on fire.
I'm surprised it didn't just go down immediately.
I guess they just wanted to show you, because it has 1 HP. I guess they just wanted to show you how an encounter works. Like, it will attack you regardless.
Right.
And also, like, it's not very noticeable right now because it's only me and an enemy. But this game actually has the turn order system from Final Fantasy X.
Nice. A GBA game, no less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was hoping he would jump up and down and dance while
Yeah,
you were...
the sprites for this are a little bit disappointing because they just really, really compressed screenshots from the PS2 game.
You have a new item. To equip it, press start and then select status/equip. Select a character, move the cursor over the boxes surrounding that character and press the A button to change items.
Thank goodness for that. I think I'll turn in for the night. Okay. Let's steal from this. Albus Dumbledore Collector's Card. Let's see how many lines of text there is in it. Oh, and also
Jesus.
tutorials, Game Boy SP, saving game,
Game Boy Advance.
yeah. It also has connectivity functions, just like all of the other games. Instead, it's equip. And yeah, they made this is literally the PS2 model, just
Just compressed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts playing cutscenes from the PS2 game.
Yes. That would be really like, I mean, I guess they could pull it off. They're not very long. None of them are.
Yeah.
Folie Universalis. Let's see. Dumbledore card details. Current Man Master of Hogwarts.
Wow, that's a total fucking letdown after the last few games.
Well, no, only the PS1 game had like 15 lines of text.
And a fucking autobiography.
Admittedly, these cards actually look way better than they did on the PS2 or the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because it's pixely, but it's not compressed. Like let's see how fully brute. No, yeah, right. I don't have anything yet. Vandalism. I mean, no. Let's just stop it, Ron. Stop. Vandalism. Vandalism. Yes.
There we go.
Locked. Queen Maeve collector's card.
This really is Golden Sun, the more I'm looking at it.
They may have because the spells actually have field actions.
Mm-hmm.
Although one thing I do know, it's not particularly noticeable here, but it's gonna be more noticeable when we get to Hogwarts. Instead of doing everything in pixel art as far as like the locations go, they just made a picture and compressed it, which it works here, but doesn't really look well in most other places.
Yeah.
characters still, but I guess it makes the character models, the character sprites pop out a little bit more. Harry, how are you? Thanks, Mrs. Weasley. It can be,
Hello, Harry. Oh, hi, Ron. Why aren't you in bed? Oh my god, his hair! What happened to his hair? What the fuck? Like, is there just wind constantly being blown in his face, and he's like,
No,
oh shit!
you know, it's Ron. He just has constant bad head.
Hi, Harry. So you managed to make it through the summer?
Just about, Ron. Have you heard from Hermione lately?
I just saw her in Diagon Alley. She was talking about buying a cat.
So now he's a southerner.
Yes, he's Southern now. It's official. It's canon.
Speaking of pets, how is your rat, Scabbers?
The one I haven't mentioned until now. He's been a bit off color ever since I bought him back from Egypt.
Why don't you give him a dose of rat tonic?
That would kill him, Harry. That's kind of fucked up.
I guess maybe since they actually, well, no, people do keep rats as pets. I did. Well, I guess I'm not normal, but
I don't have any rat tonic left.
maybe the
I
innkeeper.
drank it all.
I would expect so much. Maybe the innkeeper Tom has some.
Tom is the innkeeper?
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll go ask him.
Well, shit. Now I'm tempted to tell him to get on Skype so he can voice Tom.
Haha. Well, he only has like 2 lines. Helga
Damn it.
Hufflepuff collector's card. Well, I mean, you know, the inn only appears. Just let me destroy this.
Let
Why
me
is this
destroy
so
things.
Why is this so particular? Excuse me, Tom. I don't suppose you have any rat tonic.
Alright, I need to do my best Tom impression, so hold on. Indeed I do, Mr. Potter. If you don't mind finding your own way, there's a bottle down in the cellar. It's dark down there, so you might need to use Lumos to find your way. Remember when I did this to you in the second game and you almost died? That was a nice time.
I'm sure I can find a rat tonic for Ron.
Heading for the cellar? Better watch your step. I hear there are some rats down there.
It's awfully dark down there. I won't go down there, don't worry. Yeah. Are you sure you want to go down to the cellar? Not the one I wanted to destroy, but I will take it. Not the one either. Am I on an elevation? I guess so. Is
Harry
destroy...
Potter and the Quest for Vandalism. This chair is protected, you can't do it.
That one I can. I guess this
No,
one really
can't.
is going to be the one to stay.
Wait. You already knew. You already knew what I was gonna have.
Try to destroy the one chair that he's sitting on.
Yeah.
Well, that's the leaky cauldron. And yes, I am going to be using the skip function sometimes. This must be the way down to the cellar. It's really dusty down here. Where is that bottle hiding? Oh.
Press the L or R buttons to change spells. Press the V button to cast the spell. Try using Lumos near the gap.
So it actually, this one actually is, this one actually uses the, PlayStation, the second game version of Lumos, where it both illuminates and actually lets you see things. I can. This is for making a shortcut later, but yeah.
You've just gained your first level. You will now have more stamina points, magic points, and defensive capabilities to help you in magical encounters. You can look at your statistics by pressing Start, which brings up the main menu, and then selecting Status/Equip.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, I can cast Propendo. I will be able to push or break certain things. Yeah, we know that. But yeah, solving puzzles gives you EXP. Why more games don't do that?
I know, right?
Like, see, like passing there, 5 EXP, just like that.
Rewarding you for actually doing shit.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's also kind of a considering this game also uses like set amount of encounters. It's a way to make sure that you are at a given level by the time you reach a certain place. But yeah, Informus. This is a spell that was introduced in the second RPG, and it gives us basically everything we need to know about monsters. So yeah, like,
Nice.
so I guess this one's completely resistant to Wingardium Leviosa, but it takes a lot of damage from Flipendo, Spongifus, and a whole bunch of other things. It's also very important to use Informis on everything you can, because of something that will become apparent in a moment. And the enemies still just run away every time you kill them, so you don't kill anything. And now, because I have used Informis, every single encounter that actually contains a bat, or like a bat and another thing that I have like used Informis on already, will become visible on the map.
Neat.
Like, this is such a useful feature.
Mhm.
Like, why do most why is that not a thing in other RPGs, really?
Yeah.
Because it combines so many things at once. Like, not only is it useful to you to know like what monsters are, you know, in terms of taking an approach. It serves as a collector's thing, like, you know, just like collecting cards and stuff like that, doing side quests. And it actually has a function like on the like outside of the battles, like, you know, leading to the battles, but it's still a really nice thing. I guess I didn't use Informis on that rat, but oh well, we'll
Nope.
find more rats.
In before we never find another rat in the entire game.
If I really wanted to, I could actually just leave and it will respawn every single other encounter. But yeah, because I have seen a rat, it shows it here, but it doesn't show me any info on it. So if you missed something, you will get the idea of what it is. Smart wolf frog creature. So it's there isn't particularly anything I can use that will be. I guess I'll just do this because, well, you know.
Now we're almost dead.
I'll fix that in a moment. I need 3 XP to level up.
Hey, they gave you a Wiggenweld potion.
Yeah. Yeah, I am not going to survive the next one. And yes, here you can actually use you can actually use a number or like set up a number of things you want to use at once. So like say you
Oh,
have
thank
really,
God.
so you have like really weak potions, but you want to like use like 20 of them on yourself. You can do that.
Dear God, this is revolutionary.
Yeah, nobody else did that.
You know, whenever you cast that, I like to imagine Harry literally just takes a gigantic magnifying glass up to them. It's like, hold on, let me look at you for a second.
And it's actually an insta-kill on ant-like enemies.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get a level after this one, so it's gonna be fine. But yeah, actually, when it comes to the Ron's rat, he does actually get a function in the second game.
Neat.
Ron throws him at the enemy and it interrupts them for a round.
That's awesome.
Let's see if I can take him out with 2 flipendos now. I guess not. It's also nice that it actually shows how many.
What the
is
fuck?
that? I think it still counts that I have used it at all. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to kill it with 2 flipendos.
Thinking about it though, I think this might be the first game to acknowledge that we've learned some of these spells before.
No, actually, the second one does as well.
Okay, good.
On like as far as the Game Boy games go, and although it is probably the only one where you just have them and nobody tells you, oh, remember that spell that we learned last year. And also kind of like the tutorial in the second one on PC doesn't really teach you the spells, it just tells you you can do them.
Yeah.
Whenever the opportunity appears. But those are all of the spells you get during the tutorial, are the ones you would have learned in the first one of the PC. Okay. This place could be. This place could do a spring clean. Okay. Let's see about what's. There we go. I love how he does the little the little Zelda thing of turning around and da-da-da. Grand Wiggle potion, never gonna use that well for a long time. Yeah, it's also it seems like in this one the damage calculations are far less random.
Right.
Because like remember what it was in the first one, where it was like 15 25 damage.
Yeah.
And then when you would get and then 0 damage because fuck you.
You know, I've been trying to think of what other games have done the multi-potion thing, because I know there have been others.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, though, the only one that comes to my head, though, is Resident Evil 6, actually.
No, that one is also a lot more modern.
Oh, yeah. I think Resident Evil 5 did it, too, although I haven't played that one in forever, so I have no idea.
But considering it is a Resident Evil game, you would hardly ever want to use multiple potions at once.
Right.
One moment.
Okay. So I'm gonna carry this now. So, Alright, so Nico just won that fight, and we didn't get any EXP. So now that we won, we're gonna press A to continue.
One moment.
God damn it, Nico.